Hello everyone, welcome back to the Denver Broncos franchise. In the last episode, you can see there in the sort of top middle, we got absolutely destroyed by the Dolphins. It was 55-10. The offense looked horrendous, namely the quarterback play was awful, and it didn't matter who we had in. Gardner was terrible, and then when the game was out of hand, we tried Andy Dalton and we tried Walt Morse. They were awful. They were both awful. I feel like on paper, our team, at least our offense, is there. I don't know. The pieces are all here except for the quarterback. And obviously, I didn't expect Gardner Minshew to be the quarterback that we move forward with for the long term, but I did want him to be serviceable for the regular season just to get us through the year and get us into offseason season 2 where we can get that QB1 of the future. But man, was he really bad. I'm not ready to give up on him yet. I'm not just going to throw in the towel after one terrible loss. I'll give him 4 weeks and then we can reevaluate, go from there. It's not going to get any better with Walt Morse, Andy Dalton. I will say we put Walt Morse in the focus players, and that hopefully will help him along with Andy Dalton being a mentor. So if he can get that short accuracy and medium accuracy up a little bit more, I'm not completely opposed to letting him play out the season. Also, I went through the weekly strategy already, and we do have a couple of key injuries for this game. Those being that Quinn Miners has an ACL sprain. He will miss this game. Julio McLaughlin has a high ankle sprain. He will miss this game. And Cameron Bynum has turf toe and he will miss this game. And of course, undrafted free agent Britton Venable broke his collarbone in the final game of the preseason. He will miss this game as well. We do have some players to upgrade. As I mentioned, Drew Sanders is one of them. That's big. We love Drew Sanders. He actually has 2 upgrades because he got a ton of XP from the camp standout stuff that's going on for him. Honestly, I just want to keep improving his coverage. Just get him a little better in pass coverage. He got +2 zone and +1 man for that. Pretty good. I'm actually going to hit that twice, even though it takes him out of being a scheme fit, I think. It does indeed, but that's okay because we do want to get him better in coverage. So you got +3 total zone coverage, which brings him up to a 70 flat on zone coverage, which is fantastic. Although I'd probably prefer to get his man coverage a little higher because he ends up in coverage on the tight ends a lot. Chester Truman has an upgrade. He, of course, is our 99 speed, 99 acceleration hidden gem of a player that we drafted, I believe, in the 5th round. He just needs to work on his hands. It's as simple as that. Slot gives him catching and catch in traffic, so we'll do that. Weirdly, he didn't get either catching or catch in traffic, but he did get +2 short route running, which is fine, I guess. He really needs medium route running more than anything. And then rookie outside linebacker Avery Baptiste got an upgrade as well, and he is not a pass rusher at all, which is fine. It's not what we want him to be. We want him to be another coverage guy, so let's keep pumping him into pass coverage. We also get to continue the camp standout with Drew Sanders. Let's see what this is about. Really impressed me every step of the way this year. I can tell you're on the verge of going from just showing flashes to shining bright all the time. Will this be the opportunity to get him superstar? I've tried telling you, coach, I'm ready for every challenge that comes my way, and mark my words, my hard work will pay off. 3+ combined sacks, tackles for loss. Oh, it's only that. Oh, I thought INTs or something else would be included. Sacks and tackles for loss with Drew Sanders to complete his breakout. Will that get him superstar dev? We love Drew Sanders, so we'd love to get him superstar dev. We definitely need more superstars on this defense. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into this game against the Chargers. So here we are at SoFi Stadium in LA. A team whose home games are never really their home games unless you're playing in Madden, in which case home games are always home games. But in real life, the LA Chargers basically don't have home games, which honestly has to kind of hurt morale. The Broncos will start with the ball today. Tyrell Simmons is back to return. He calls for a fair catch. And the Denver offense, led once again by Gardner Minshew, will take the field for the first time today. Javonte Williams, of course, got injured on I think his first carry of the last game. So it'll be a carry for him this time. Stiff arms a man, and Jerry Jeudy gets injured on the play. I thought Javonte went down again. This is arguably worse as Jerry Jeudy exits with an injury. Obviously, probably our best offensive player right now. I think pretty inarguable. So that's a big hit. As on 2nd and 2, we'll go back to Javonte Williams. He's on the carry here and is up to the 42. A good gain for him. Good blocking to the left side. I will say Jerry Jeudy heading to the locker room is a bad sign. That typically means it's a little bit more of a serious injury in Madden. First throw of the day for Gardner Minshew is swatted away in the direction of Josh Reynolds, who is only in the game because of the Jeudy injury. And he has an abdominal tear. And from what I remember, that means he'll miss several weeks. It's going from bad to worse here in the franchise. Jerry Jeudy out for probably the next few weeks. 2nd and 10 from the 42. Javonte Williams on the carry. It's been good on the ground for him so far today. Another pickup of 3. I said 3. It's a pickup of 7. It's 3rd and 3. That promotes Josh Reynolds to be playing a lot more for this week and the coming weeks, as Javonte Williams on the screen has the first down and is pushed out of bounds at the 46. First completion of the day for Mr. Minshew. 1st and 10 from the 46 for the Broncos. Minshew will look to throw. Will try to hit Chester Truman across the middle. He's, of course, gotten that 99 speed. Hard to bring him down. And he's to the 28. 1st and 10, Denver. From the 28 on 1st and 10. RPO will go to Josh Reynolds. He's brought down very quickly. Only a gain of 1. Brings up 2nd and 9 from the 27. So Gardner will hand off to Javonte again, who tried to run over Derwin James, but he's just too big and strong. 3rd and 5 from the 23. Minshew looking to throw, hitting Chester Truman again. Can he get to the edge? He can indeed. He's up to the 5 and out of bounds. Chester Truman. 1st and goal, Denver. Chester going to have to step up in Jerry Jeudy's absence. I'm sure the rookie can handle it. 1st and goal from the 5, though. It's Javonte Williams on the carry, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. And he is doing the stanky leg or something. What is this celebration? Him and Mims had that planned out, I think. And it's 6 on the board for Denver. Javonte going to be a huge part of the offense this year, I think. It's going to be very much run first. Justin Herbert will take the field for the first time today. And we'll take a look at his stats from the previous game. Are they any good? Oh my God, they're really good. 264 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. 1st and 10 for the Chargers from the 25. Of course, without a couple starters today, Pat Surtain knocks that away from Johnston. Let's see if this Chargers roster has changed at all this season. Oh my God, they have Ryan Tannehill. I miss him so much. They, of course, have Justin Herbert. They have Isaiah Spiller as their starting running back. They are not deep at halfback. Rookie Rashard Ankrum is their 2nd string. Keenan Allen is wide receiver 1. Quentin Johnston, the wide receiver 2. They, of course, lost Mike Williams in free agency. He went to the Lions, I believe. Josh Palmer is here as the wide receiver 3. And then they have Jarvis Landry, interestingly. Their tight end is Trey McKitty. And then Matt Ewing. We loved Matt Ewing in the draft class. He's only a 65 overall. This team is not great. On 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert out of the shotgun. Does Spiller wear 19? Is that him in the backfield? As this is complete to McKitty and De'Aaron Turner-Yell playing in place of the injured Cameron Bynum. Pushes him out of bounds at the 5th. Not sure who was supposed to be in coverage there, but either way, it wasn't good. 1st and 10 from the 50. As Herbert will throw again, this time for Josh Palmer. And PS2 tackles De'Aaron Turner-Yell after the play. He's so upset. Makes it 1st and 10 from the 33. The Chargers are moving right along. As Herbert will look to throw again, and it is incomplete for Quentin Johnston. Makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. Herbert has X Factor. I don't think he had X Factor last season. Trey McKitty on the reception. Drew Sanders in coverage could not break it up. So from the 13, not quite goal to go. And it's a pitch to Spiller, and he's got nothing but green. And then the blue of the end zone in front of him. And just like that, the Chargers are going to tie this football game up. It is just a sad sight, this defense. Our rush defense is horrendous. Chargers tie it up, and Denver will take back over on offense. Broncos offense takes back over. 1st and 10 from the 25, 7-7. With just over 6 minutes left to play in the first quarter. First play of this drive is going to be a handoff to Javonte Williams. And he goes down at the 31. It'll be 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4 from the 31. Minshew will look to throw. Going to throw a deep shot to Chester Truman. It's overthrown. Can he catch up to it anyway? No. 3rd down. Oh boy. I believe that it's a cover zero, or a zero blitz as they call it. If Derwin is blitzing, this could just be free to Chester Truman. He is blitzing. Go deep for Chester. It's overthrown by Gardner again. He had a touchdown. I read it. It's cover zero, 2 safeties blitzing. It should just be a touchdown for Chester Truman. It's an overthrow from Minshew. 1st and 10 from the 27 for the Chargers, as Herbert will be throwing here. And it's a completion to Johnston, who can't get brought down by Damari Mathis, but is brought down by Turner Yell. So from the 40, got a double tight end set to the weak side. And it's going to be a handoff for Spiller that way, and he might have another touchdown. He's going to get to the 30 before PS2 catches him and brings him down at the 27. And a huge first down again for the Chargers. And now they're going to run the same thing to the opposite side, I think, because they've got the 2 tight ends. In fact, 3 tight ends on the right, as this is a throw for Keenan Allen. Makes the reception in front of Pat Surtain, and it's 1st and 10 from the 10 for the Chargers. Somehow not goal to go for the Chargers, as Herbert has entered the zone. On 1st and 10, it's a handoff, Spiller up the gut, brought down eventually by Stevenson and Bush at the 4. Herbert with that rookie in the backfield who takes the carry and can't punch it in. Zach Allen brings him down, and Adam Farley injured on the play. Spiller back in the game on 3rd and goal from the 2. Can the Broncos get the stop? It's to the fullback, and he is stopped just short, and another Chargers lineman is injured on the play. Injure everyone. The Chargers will settle for the field goal, 4th and goal from the 1. The kick is up. It is good. Never really in doubt. It's like 4 centimeters. And the Chargers and Cade York take a 10-7 lead. Now, I said it was a run-first offense, and then I let Gardner attempt a number of passes on the last possession. So here we go. We're going to run the ball with Javonte Williams. Runs into Ben Powers for like 4 minutes, and then goes down after a pickup of 2. We're going to go back to Javonte here on 2nd and 8. Up the gut. Can't run over the 1 defender, and Rashad Winters goes down with an injury. That, of course, brings in Greg Dulcich, which, as it stands currently, is technically an upgrade. We'll throw for Javonte on the screen. He breaks a tackle and has the first down. And now, backup right guard, already playing in replacement of Quinn Miners, goes down with an injury. Pat Foote. That brings in Jackson Carman at right guard. He's actually our left tackle, but that's the limit we have at depth. That's the limit we have at depth. That's going in the video. 1st and 10 from the 36 after the Javonte Williams screenplay. It's a run for him. And it's a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 from the 40 for the Broncos. Javonte Williams on the carry again. 3rd and 3 coming up. On 3rd and 3 now, just looking to convert. We're going to dump it off to Javonte and hope he can get the first. I think he's just short. He's not. They give him the first down yardage down at the 47. 1st and 10 from the 47 now, as we will carry it again with Javonte Williams, and he has a pickup of 5. Already 11 rushes on the day. That brings us to the end of the first quarter, and it is 10-7 in favor of the Chargers. Tyler Beatty has checked in for the first play here in the second quarter. 2nd and 5 from the 48. We're going to pitch. We never run a pitch, and this is why. Joey Bosa blows it up. A loss of 6 for Beatty. 3rd and 11 from the 45. Looking to throw is Minshew. Looking to run, actually. Taking off down the field. Isn't going to have the first. It's going to be 4th and 3, but we're kind of in no man's land. On 4th down, we're lined up to go for it. And this is an instance where I wish I had Rashad Winters, but Dulcich will have to do, and he doesn't. Turnover on downs for Denver. And the Chargers take over Dulcich with the weakest hands in the West. 1st and 10 from the 46 for the Chargers, as it's a fake from Herbert and then a catch for tight end Trey McKitty, who is brought down at the 35. 10 minutes left to play here in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 35, already in Denver territory. Of course, started with excellent field position, and Isaiah Spiller gets upended by Devin Bush. On 2nd and 7 from the 32. It's a pitch for the backup running back, and it's going to be a pickup of 9, 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 from the 26 for LA. I almost called them San Diego just out of habit. It's a handoff to Spiller, who's brought down in the backfield. That's Avery Baptiste doing the archer pose. 4th and 2 for the Chargers. Chargers will settle for the field goal here on 4th and 2. Kick is up. Kick is good from Cade York. And it is 13-7. Rashad Winters back in the game for this Broncos possession. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25. Minshew takes the snap and will look to throw and goes straight to Winters, who holds on unlike Dulcich. And he's got a pickup of 7, 2nd and 3 coming up from the 32. On 2nd and 3, look to throw. Joey Bosa in coverage on Javonte Williams was never going to work out for the Chargers. And Javonte up to the Chargers 30. And already in Chargers territory go the Broncos, 1st and 10. Undrafted rookie Tyrell Simmons is there on your screen on the very far left. He is checked into the game. But we're going to Rashad Winters instead. And he holds on to the ball despite Derwin James trying to rip it out. A pickup of 6. Makes it 2nd and 4 from the 23. We're going up the gut with Javonte Williams falling forward. Has another 1st down. And inside the red zone go the Broncos. 1st and 10 from the 19. Minshew will look to throw. Has Harrison Bryant in the back of the end zone. Probably thrown a little too late as Chandler Jones is injured. 2nd and 10 from the 19. Minshew will look to throw again. Tries to hit Chester Truman, but goes down at the hands of Joey Bosa. 3rd and 17 from the 26. Minshew looking towards the end zone for Winters. Overthrown. He had a step. That would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 4th and 17. Chargers take back over with 5 minutes left to play in the half. Looking to get back to a 2-possession lead, as that was an interesting attempt to throw from Herbert. It falls incomplete, 2nd and 10. From the 25 after the bad Herbert throw, he'll look to throw again. Looking downfield for Josh Palmer, who breaks the Tyreek Stevenson tackle. And then is pushed out of bounds at the 45. Makes it 1st and 10 for the Chargers yet again. Spiller on the carry. Devin Bush saves possibly a huge run. And Uwazurike, who missed the entirety of last season, goes down with an injury here. 2nd and 8, still in the offset eye, with Spiller still in the backfield. It goes to him, and that's Avery Baptiste getting involved again. Another good tackle for him. 3rd down, Denver looking to get a stop, get off the field defensively. By the way, with Uwazurike out, that brings rookie Jermaine Stewart in, and that was definitely DPI by Devin Bush, but gets away with it, and it's 4th and 7. The Chargers likely to punt it away. 1st and 10 from the 17. The Broncos take over. Still plenty of time, just under 4 minutes. It is a blitz here, so we'll go to Rashad Winters quickly. Can't break any tackles, but does have a pickup of 6. 2nd and 4 from the 23. Looking to throw, going across the middle of the field. It's inaccurate from Minshew in the direction of Tyrell Simmons. 3rd and 4 from the 23. What can the Broncos manage? Going to throw for Chester Truman. Out of reach, inaccurate from Gardner Minshew. Just get him the ball, man. He's going to get 20 extra yards. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. They take over from the 38. And it'll be a handoff to Spiller. And every time they run to the outside, it's for a huge gain. DeLaren Turner-Yell brings him out of bounds at the 39, already in Denver territory. If the AI were smarter, they would just run it to the outside until it didn't work. But they're not that smart, so Herbert will be throwing here. Finds Keenan Allen. It's just as good if they can complete it through the air, I guess. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. 13-10 for the Chargers, but they're primed to score before the half. From the 22, not quite in the red zone. I believe they call this the green zone. So what can Herbert do? He can fake it to Spiller, who picks up a nice block, and Pat Surtain pushes Josh Palmer down at the 8. It's 1st and goal Chargers. Looking all but scored already for the Chargers. From the 8, Herbert out of the shotgun, still in the zone. Been impossible to bring him out of it. And that's going to be knocked away by PS2. 2nd and goal. Going to attempt to throw another one into the end zone. This time for Johnston. He misses the throw. It's going to be 3rd and goal. The Broncos defense looking to hold the Chargers to another field goal. Herbert rolling, throwing, caught. Quentin Johnston in the end zone. Damari Mathis couldn't keep up. And it's a touchdown for the Chargers. And they will make this a 2-possession lead with a little bit of time left before the half. A minute 21 left to play in all of our timeouts. Need to get down the field quickly, which is not exactly Gardner Minshew's strong suit. Going to look for Chester Truman down the field. Good coverage by Derwin. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Chester Truman no longer in the game at all. Inaccurate from Gardner Minshew. That makes it 3rd and 10. If we don't convert here, the Chargers have just a ton of time still on the clock before the half. Gardner will look to throw. Going to throw across the middle of the field for Mims. Getting hit as he throws. 4th and 10. Gonna have to punt it away. 1st and 10 from the 26. The Chargers still have all 3 of their timeouts as well. This is knocked away by Damari Mathis. On 2nd and 10, Spiller lined up as a wide receiver over there on the left. See where they go. It's to Quentin Johnston, and Damari Mathis pushes him down. The Chargers use a timeout. So on 3rd and 6, can the Broncos get a stop? Herbert running out of time, sacked by Jonathan Cooper. It's 4th and 9. So the Broncos take over. There's still 40 seconds left in the half. It's not impossible to try to get down the field and score here. Going to look for Mims. It's intercepted. It is impossible. I lied. This video game hates me. It really does. It should have been such a good route. You can't throw with anticipation in this year's game at all. I've explained it a million times. I'll explain it every time. Marvin Mims is on an excellent route, right? And the safety is, I think, in man coverage on Reynolds. I'm not positive. Yeah, he is. That's not even a safety. It's just another corner. He's in man coverage on Reynolds, but he blocks Marvin Mims' route, man. And like at this point, I'm already pressing the button because I thought he was going to break on his route. Instead, he bumps 2 players, breaks super late. So now the coverage is super tight when it otherwise would have been not tight at all. And then it's picked. I don't understand how it's so impossible for EA to code the receivers to not run directly into defenders. It can't possibly be that hard. You know what is hard, though? Covering Keenan Allen, who has a 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 35 for Herbert and the Chargers. Jermaine Stewart trying to get in the backfield, knocked away. Pats are 10. 2nd and 10 from the 35. Herbert out of the shotgun is going to be looking to throw again. We'll dump it off to Spiller. Kelvin Joseph in the game. Had a hard time bringing him down, but eventually did. Another 3rd down for the Denver defense. You know, the defense hasn't been too bad today. It's really just the offense being horrific, I think is the word. 3rd and 6 from the 31. As Herbert throws, finds his man. It's Trey McKitty. He's got the 1st down. They'll let the clock roll. It looks like they may settle for the field goal before the half. Field goal is up. It is good. And the Chargers will take a 23-10 lead into the half over the Broncos. Is it even 23? Okay, I thought maybe it was 26. So we head into the half. The Broncos down 23-10, and this looks all too familiar to last week. I want to say we headed into the half against the Dolphins with 10 points and then lost 10-55. So looking to not repeat that. Take a look around the league here during the halftime report. The Raiders visiting the Bucks and down by 3, 13-10 just before the half over there. Jacoby Brissett, the now starter in Tampa. The Rams visiting the Cardinals and Sam Darnold, now their starter. 14-3 though, they are down against the Cardinals. And the Panthers visiting the Chiefs, and they won 13-10. Officially in the second half, and the Chargers are starting with the football from the 25. Herbert under center will hand it off up the gut to Spiller, and he has been killing us on the ground all day. 9 rushes for 93 yards. I'd like to point out that this isn't exactly a very good run team or a very good running back. He's only like a 72 overall, and we're still getting killed this bad as Spiller gets a pickup of 5, tackled by Drew Sanders, 2 away from the century mark. So on second down, looks like it's for Spiller again, and that's Drew Sanders getting 1 of his TFLs. He needs 3 of them in order to continue his breakout. 3rd and 6. Can the Broncos get a stop? To throw quickly knocked away by Damari Mathis in the direction of Quentin Johnston. It falls incomplete, and the Chargers will have to punt this away. 1st and 10, the Denver Broncos offense takes over for the first time in the second half. We got away from the run in the first half, and I think that really came back to bite us. On 1st and 10, we're going jet sweep for Chester Truman. and it only picks up 3 yards. 2nd and 7 from the 23. We'll go run play here. It's for Javonte Williams. Trucks over a defender. Down at the 29. It'll be 3rd and short. Denver desperately needing points on this drive. Can Javonte pick up the first? He can, and a decent bit more. Trucks over another defender and goes down with an injury. And I'll remind everyone, Jaleel McLaughlin already missing this game because of an injury sustained in practice. So now Tyler Beatty, the only running back on the roster. I will also point out that Javonte Williams limped to the locker room, which indicates that it is a more serious injury. So we are without Jaleel McLaughlin, Javonte Williams, and Jerry Jeudy, and Gardner Minshew is our starting quarterback. It doesn't get much worse on the offense here in Denver. So on 1st and 10, let's see if Tyler Beatty can bail us out. No, he can't. An excellent blitz covered up the only gap Beatty had. 2nd and 10. This leaves me in a position where I basically have to throw the ball, and we just know how that's been going with Gardner Minshew, but this time it works out pretty well. Chester Truman, one of the few bright spots of this offense in the early goings of the season, has a 1st down. So Tyler Beatty is the only running back for the remainder of the day, and then it's fullback Michael Burton. In case you were curious, 1st and 10 will go to Beatty, and he gets 2 yards, almost back to the positives. 2nd and 8 from the 46. We'll go to Beatty again. This is just going to go nowhere. It continues to. 3rd and 5 coming up. So on 3rd and 5, number 5, looking to throw. Going to try to hit Winters. He got hit before the ball could even get there. No flag. It's 4th and 5. We're attempting a 60-yard field goal with Tanner Brown. What do we have to lose? The kick. Oh my God, it might be shanked. It's straight down the middle, actually. Apparently the accuracy means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. And it's through and it's good. It's 3 for the Broncos. 23-13. Can the Chargers keep up their dominant play? Actually, the offense really hasn't been that great for the Chargers as McKitty drops a pass. In all honesty, it's the defense of the Chargers that looks good, but it's not even really the defense that looks good. It's just the Broncos' offense that looks bad. And so Herbert will look to throw for Palmer, who breaks the Tyreek Stevenson tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers. So on 1st and 10 from the 39, offset I formation. They're in this formation a lot. And I do think that it's probably a run here, and it is, and that's Drew Sanders. In the backfield, another TFL. He needs 1 more or a sack. 2nd and 12 for LA. Out of the pistol. Herbert hands off. Spiller brought down by Jermaine Stewart, I believe. Brings up 3rd and 9. Can the Broncos defense keep them in the game? As Herbo will change up the play a little bit. And is now in an empty set. Looking to throw. Baron Browning's in the backfield, and he overthrew Josh Palmer. It's going to be 4th and 9. I imagine they're punting it away again. 1st and 10 from the 27 for Denver. Needing probably a touchdown here to make this game a little bit more manageable. And Ben Powers, I guess, forgot his assignment. Didn't block the linebacker on the 2nd level. On 2nd and 9 from the 28, Minshew will look to throw. Going to throw to the right side for Josh Reynolds. It wasn't accurate, but luckily Josh Reynolds is a pretty big guy, able to get his hands on it. Michael Burton has checked into the game as the RB1, and you already know. We got to run him the ball once. He gets a yard. Fantastic. Tyler Beatty quickly back in the game, thank goodness. On 2nd and 9, we will look to throw. Going to try to hit Rashad Winters, who breaks a tackle. What? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this AAA dev team, by the way. Rashad Winters very clearly breaks out of a tackle after catching the ball. Good for him. Really great for him. Eric Kendricks, I think is who this is. Just a great athlete, honestly. Like, really super athletic play from him. Decided he didn't need his entire calf. Annihilates the leg, his leg. Breaks it through his body. I mean, his ankle is just destroyed. All just as a sacrifice to make this tackle. Kendricks gets to play as 2 players. Meanwhile, we only have 1. And on 3rd and 5 from the 48, we'll look to throw. Find Rashad Winters across the middle. He's got the reception. He's to the 38, 1st and 10, Denver. From the 38, number 36 in the backfield will get the carry, and finally we'll have a decent one. Jukes out a couple defenders and is brought down at the Chargers 25, 1st and 10 Denver. On first down, Gardner Minshew will look to throw. Gonna go over the top for Rashad Winters, who makes the grab and is at the 5-yard line. First down, 1st and goal, Denver. Not gonna lie, a touchdown on this drive would feel pretty nice heading into the 4th quarter. First play of 1st and goal be a handoff to Tyler Beatty, who punches it in, and it's a touchdown for the Broncos. Chipping away at the lead. It's 6 on the board, and it's going to be 23-20 after the PAT. Chargers take back over offensively. We'll see if they can manage to put some more points on the board as the Broncos have chipped away at the lead. Now only 23-20. Zach Allen's in the backfield and forces an inaccurate throw from Herbert. Makes it 2nd and 10. If the Broncos defense can get the offense back on the field yet again, that'd be pretty huge. Herbert will hand off to Spiller, and Drew Sanders is there, but it's not a TFL. He does need one more TFL. Pickup of 2. That also brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. A tight game here in LA. So on 3rd and 8 from the 27, need a big stop here from the Denver defense, and Damari Mathis lets up a play to Quentin Johnston. And then Delaren Turner-Yell has to bring him down in Denver territory, down at the 41. Damari Mathis has been getting cooked by Quentin Johnston today. And I would let Riley Moss try it, but we already know how that would go, as Quentin Johnston against Damari Mathis yet again gets another good pickup. So the Chargers already in prime position to get some points on the board. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 24. It's a handoff to Spiller. It's a fake to Spiller, and then a lob to the end zone for Palmer. And he comes down with it. Tyreek Stevenson can't punch it out. Joshua Palmer makes the grab, and it is a touchdown very quickly for the Chargers. And they will retake their 2-possession lead, and things are looking grim in the 4th quarter here for the Broncos. I think his toe was out of bounds. Booth review here in LA. I did see during the replay that Palmer's toe appeared to be out of bounds. He definitely had possession. Left foot, and then I swear that toe is on the white. We'll see what they call. The ref was right there. Overturned. 2nd and 2, no touchdown. That means that Herbert will have to try it again, and it's a handoff to Ankrum. Brought down by Jermaine Stewart, playing for the injured Uwazurike. 3rd and 10 from the 24. Herbert from under center, still in the zone, has been in the zone practically all game. Baron Browning's in the backfield. That's knocked away by Patrick Surtain. 4th and 10. The reversal comes up huge. The Chargers are going to be held to a field goal. The offense takes over. 1st and 10 from the 25, 26-20 with 10 minutes left to play in the game. Tyler Beatty in the backfield gets the carry, goes nowhere. A pickup of 1. On 2nd and 9, Minshew will look to the air. Gonna go for Mims, who cannot hold on. It falls incomplete. 3rd and 9 from the 26. Gardner back to throw. We'll look for Chester Truman. Probably should have been intercepted. 4th and 9. We'll punt it away. 1st and 10 from the 25 for the Chargers. Looking to get one more TFL for Drew Sanders. That'd be pretty big. And it's going to be Stearns on the tackle. Don't know if that will count, actually, because Sanders got a piece of it at the end. 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's pistol with Ankrum in the backfield. Uwazurike back in the game. Hits a nice spin move, and that's knocked away by Kelvin Joseph. 3rd and 10 from the 25. Herbert still in the zone. Has been in the zone the whole game. Rolling to his right, throwing it away on 3rd down. It's 4th and 10. They'll have to punt it away once again. The defense stepping up in a big way. 1st and 10 from the 33 for Denver. And the offense looking to get, literally anything going. 1st and 10, handoff. Chester Truman can't break the tackle. 2nd and 9. So on 2nd and 9 from the 34, we'll look to throw. Try to hit Tyrell Stevenson. And no time to throw for Gardner Minshew. 3rd down and 9. The offense just not able to do anything so far today. Chester Truman makes the grab, but does it really matter as it's 4th and 4. 1st and 10 from the 12 for the Chargers. And Isaiah Spiller on the carry. Baron Browning punches it out. and Tyreek Stevenson recovers it. And Denver has the ball at the 17. The offense can't get into plus territory, but the defense sure can. Baron Browning, newly X Factor, punches the ball out from behind on Spiller. And, I mean, it got tossed around everywhere, and eventually new corner Tyreek Stevenson picks it up, and here comes the offense. If the offense can't capitalize on this, it's time to chalk up the season. 1st and 10 from the 17. First plays a handoff to Tyler Beatty, and no blocking. 2nd and 12. On 2nd down and long, Minshew will look to throw. Hits Reynolds across the middle. He holds on to the football. I got a little nervous. He was going to fumble as well. It's going to be 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 from the 12. Minshew will look to throw. Going to go back corner for Mims, and I mean, it's not even close from Gardner Minshew. 4th and 4. Denver lined up to go for it. Really no point in kicking the field goal. So we'll look to throw. Go for Chester Truman. Just make the catch, buddy. He does. He's down at the 4. Chester Truman been very involved since Jerry Jeudy exited. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and goal for Denver from the 4. Tyler Beatty on the carry, cuts it back up the middle, and has his 2nd touchdown of the day. And Denver will tie the game with 6 here, and the PAT will take the lead. Tyler Beatty has not been great in terms of yardage, but does have his 2nd touchdown on the day. The Tanner Brown PAT will make it a 27-26 lead for the Denver Broncos. And after getting 55 dropped on your head last week, that's got to feel pretty good. 1st and 10, 5 minutes left to play in the game for the Chargers. From the 25, Spiller in the backfield. It is going to be a handoff to him to the outside. Devin Bush gets the tackle. Only a pickup of 1 for him. Empty set now for Herbert. So on 2nd and 9, it will be a throw from the 26. Throws quickly for Keenan Allen. For some reason, Damari Mathis one-on-one with him now. 1st and 10 from the 40. Still looking for that TFL from Drew Sanders. He needs 1 more. Can he get it here? No. Nobody's going to get a tackle, actually. Caden Stearns maybe saving a touchdown. A big pickup for Spiller. He's to the 44. The thing is, a field goal takes the lead for the Chargers, so they could just start burning clock already at this point, as this is a throw for Johnston, which is completed for a pickup of 7. 2nd and 3. Herbert from under center. Got 1 in motion, and there is Drew Sanders' tackle for loss, his 3rd on the day. Blows up the jet sweep. 3rd and 5 from the 39 for LA. Herbert throws quickly for McKitty. Bush can't make the tackle. Tyreek Stevenson has to. But it's another 1st down, and we're about to hit the 2-minute warning. So now, if you're the Broncos, I think we have to start burning timeouts. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play, and I mean, they're already in field goal range. Spiller is just going to have a touchdown here, actually. And that, honestly, is a better result than them killing clock and getting all of our timeouts, I think. That's not the worst thing to happen here, as we still have a ton of time in all 3 of our timeouts. They will likely go for 2 to try to make it a 7-point lead. They are lined up to go for 2. I am sort of anticipating a throw here. Not certain. From the 2, Herbert is looking to throw. It's for Keenan Allen. Who else? 2-point is good, and Denver is down 7. So this Broncos offense has a minute 55. All 3 of their timeouts needs a touchdown in order to tie. 1st and 10 will be looking to throw. And we're going down the field for Chester Truman. Can he catch up to it? He can. And it's going to be a touchdown for the Broncos. Just like that, it's a tie game. Chester Truman beats everyone down the field. Gardner Minshew overthrew him, but it didn't matter, because Chester's just that fast. And it's a touchdown for Denver. The Tanner Brown PAT would tie the game. I missed it a little bit, but I don't think it'll be enough to be an actual miss. It's 34-34, a tie game with a minute 40 remaining. 1st and 10 Chargers, still obviously a ton of time. That's the bad thing about scoring in the fashion that we did. Throwing, intercepted by Damari Mathis. Oh my God. Damari Mathis gets smoked the whole game and comes up huge here in the clutch against Quentin Johnston. picks off Justin Herbert, and the Broncos have the ball inside the LA 30. So now Denver can just force LA to use their timeouts, kick a field goal, and walk away with a victory here potentially. Obviously, no fumbles for Tyler Beatty will be a requirement. Chargers not using their timeouts yet. That is a mistake from the CPU. I'm almost tempted to use my own timeouts just to make it more even. But so, I mean, we'll burn as much of this clock as we can, snap it with 3 seconds left. Tyler Beatty just short of the first down, and now the Chargers are using timeouts. A first down here effectively ends the game. And I think that we're probably going to get it. 3rd and 1, handoff Beatty to the outside. Barely got it, but got it. The Chargers have burned all of their timeouts, so a knee here from Minshew makes it 3rd and 12. The clock will continue to roll, and then we'll take one more knee, call a timeout with no time remaining, kick the field goal, and hopefully walk away with a victory. The Broncos, who were down 23-10 at one point, I believe, have come back. It's 34-34, a 36-yard field goal attempt for Tanner Brown to win the game. The kick is up. The kick is good. Time expires, and the Broncos have beaten the LA Chargers 37-34 on a walk-off bomb to Chester Truman to tie the game, an interception from Damari Mathis, and a field goal from Tanner Brown gets the points we need on the board, and the Broncos get a dub, improve to 1-1. What a way to come back after getting destroyed 55-10 in week number 1. Gardner Minshew still sucks, but he got a dub today. Justin Herbert honestly wasn't great. 77 rating, 20 for 37, 292, 54%, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Eerily similar stats between these two quarterbacks. Gardner Minshew, 19, 36, 274, a touchdown and a pick as well. Both with under 8 averages. Like, that's wild. Rushing, Isaiah Spiller killed us. 7.7 a carry, 2 touchdowns. Did have that 1 fumble forced by Baron Browning, though. Javonte Williams was actually really good before leaving with injury. 15 attempts, 78 yards, 5.2 a carry. He was excellent. Tyler Beatty was terrible, which is not a great sign because we obviously re-signed him because he played so well in the second half of last season. Receiving, Rashard Winters had 6 receptions for 57 yards. Quentin Johnston, 6 for 82 and a touchdown, was killing Damari Mathis all game. Let's look at just Denver. Chester Truman, though, 6, 138 and a tutty. We love Chester Truman around these parts. Javonte Williams, 4 for 56. Josh Reynolds, 3 for 23. I mean, it was literally only Rashad Winters and Chester Truman. It's the 2 rookies doing everything on this team right now. Mims, I targeted a number of times, but with him taking over as the wide receiver 1 for Jerry Jeudy after he left with his injury, it put Mims in those routes that are going a little deeper down the field that Minshew is just missing every single time. So it's honestly hurting Marvin Mims to be in the wide receiver 1 spot. And then Dulcich didn't play a ton because Winters only left temporarily with a small injury. Did drop a pass in the limited time he got. Defensively, DeLaren Turner-Yell, who played in replacement of Cameron Bynum, played really well. 10 total tackles and 6 solo tackles is an excellent day for a safety. Yeah, led the team in total tackles. Really, really good. The important one, though, look at him. Drew Sanders, 3 TFLs, more than the rest of the team, or the same as the rest of the team combined. Man, big day for Drew Sanders. I think that gets him superstar development. I'm not certain. That is sick for Drew Sanders. I love him. He's fantastic. And of course, can't forget about him, Damari Mathis with the pick to seal the game. Tyler Beatty has an upgrade after the game. We're just going to keep pouring it into elusive back for him. Just want to get him even better. And he is up to a 72 overall. I wish he were just a little faster. If we could get him to like 92 speed, 93 speed, I'd feel a little better. That juke move being an 86, that was really nice. Camp standout. This should be Drew Sanders, and he got his 3 TFLs. So let's see what this says. It's been quite a journey from camp to preseason to now. I can really feel feel everything coming together. This is only the beginning, coach. Please be superstar dev. I don't know how these camp standout things work, but please, progress you've made has been incredible to witness. You've been the perfect example of how much hard work and dedication can pay off for everyone on the team. Come on, Drew. Come on. No, it's just, I mean, 10,000 XP is, it's great, but I want superstar. Yes! Yes! Superstar dev for Drew Sanders. He got superstar dev. Let's go. Drew Sanders. I'm actually so pumped that he got superstar dev. So when we switched to a 4-3 defense, we moved Drew Sanders to outside linebacker because he was lower rated than Devin Bush, and he still is. But with him getting superstar dev, I think I want to move him back to middle linebacker, and I want him to be the starting sub linebacker because that will help him improve even faster, and he can truly become the MLB 1 of the future now with superstar dev. And now for something a little less fortunate, we get to see how long we are going to be without Jerry Jeudy. He's going to be out for 5 weeks with an abdominal tear. That's brutal. He just got X Factor 2. I really wanted this to be like an insane year for him, and now we won't see him again until what, week like 8, which is super unfortunate. I'm not going to put him on IR because that does mean he has to miss a minimum of 8 weeks, and I really would like to have him back before that. I'll go ahead and advance the week before we end the episode. Ooh, mock draft 1 is out. So in the next episode, we'll play the Chiefs, who are 0-2 at the bottom of the AFC West. Everyone else is 1-1. The Chiefs are 0-2. We also have mock draft 1 that has come out and a number of other things going on. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are watching on YouTube, I've started streaming these live on Twitch, so feel free to come and check out twitch.tv/Yolag if you want to hang out in the future. I don't know if I'll be streaming these permanently, but it's been kind of fun to stream them as I record. We are absolutely crushing the goal for 500 subs by the end of October. We're gonna hit 500 probably before this video comes out, so that's pretty huge. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode where we'll face off against the Chiefs.